The Google definition on discipline is, quote unquote, the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience. Now you guys might be wondering, why are you giving me this definition? I'm no longer a child, nor am I a parent, so why do I need to know this? I'm coming to talk to you today about discipline because a lot of you weren't disciplined as a child. And that's not your fault. You just weren't taught to obey rules or follow a code of behavior, but it's starting to show in your everyday life and it's time to make a change. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm not here to put you down. I'm here to help lift you up, help you realize that there's a better path than the one that you're going down, here to help push you towards the right direction to make a better life for yourself. But sometimes you need to hear the truth in order for these things to happen. And many of you need to hear this message in order to start climbing your way to the top and living the life that you want. Listen, if one of your goals in life is to become successful, now I'm not saying that means you have to be a millionaire, a billionaire, have 3 cars, have a big beautiful house. I simply just mean that you want to live a stable life where you aren't living paycheck to paycheck, worrying about making payments on a bill or worrying about what your next meal is going to be for you and your family. Then you must learn how to discipline yourself. Earlier I had mentioned that a lot of you weren't disciplined as a child and it's starting to show in your everyday life. And like I said earlier, that's okay. But I just want to run a couple of these examples past you to maybe help you realize if that's you or not. Always being late to work, not making your credit cards, student loan payments, whatever payments you have every month, you're not making them payments on time. You're always bouncing around from job to job, always asking people for money and telling them that you'll pay them back, but you never really get around to it. And if you're an athlete, not seeing the playing time that you want on the field, the ice, or the court. Listen, if you want to live that lifestyle where you feel stable, you feel secure, then these habits need to come to an end. It's time to start putting in some disciplinary actions into your life. You know, it's funny because if you talk to somebody who has these habits, they tend to always make excuses too. Making excuses on why they're late to work or why they can't make that monthly payment or why they're always bouncing around from job to job. No one really wants to put the blame on themselves in the situation. I'm the reason why. No one says that. I'm the reason why I'm not making my payments on time. I'm the reason why I'm late to work. Some of these excuses could be like, but my boss, he starts us too early at work. I get home late and I just need to, wind down and chill and hang out for a little bit before I hit the bed. But meanwhile, you're up for 2 hours watching Netflix, playing video games, Snapchatting your boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're bored so you hop on social media and just scroll through the news feed for 3 hours. That's not winding down. Let me help you break that habit. How about you turn your electronic device off anywhere between 9:30, 10 o'clock, pick up a book, preferably the Bible, and start to read it. And then once you feel like your eyes are starting to droop a little bit, shut the lights off and hit the hay. There have been so many times, man, that I fell asleep just reading the Bible, but I wake up with the Bible on my chest, lights are still on. That's what happens. But pick up a book and start to read it. If you're someone that's having a hard time paying that credit card or those student loans, their excuses are always like, but I need a raise in my job doesn't pay me enough. But whenever you see them outside of their job, they're always going out to the bar. Now listen, don't get me wrong, going out to the bars is a fun time, but every weekend you're out there doing the same thing over and over and over again. Or you're waiting on your phone, you got your bots ready, you're ready to buy these new pair of Jordans, or that Gucci shirt, or that new iPhone, waiting for the new iPhone release. Guys, honestly, listen, the new shoes, the shirt, the iPhone you keep buying aren't impressing anyone. It's time to make a change. And don't get me wrong, the change is gonna be scary. It's gonna be super scary at first. But the change is going to be good at the end. Remember, discipline, the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience. Now, if you're listening to this and you feel like I was talking straight to you, it's about time to start making that change. It's time to start disciplining yourself because life's going to be super difficult and very stressful if you don't. Train yourself to obey your rules and code of behavior.